Hi everyone, this is just a quick video to explain how to use Google Classroom from start to finish. This is for an iPad or an iPhone or an Android phone. Android might look slightly different, but the steps should be pretty much the same. All of Key Stage 2 teachers are now putting work up on Google Classroom every day. There is a wealth of work on there, so it's a really good idea to get to know Google Classroom and make sure that the children can access it when and how they need to. So the first thing you are going to need to do is download some apps. So if you go to the App Store, you are looking for 3 apps. The first one is the Classroom app. You can see top middle here, the green icon. The second one is the Slides app, middle left, the yellow icon, and then the bottom right is the Docs app. They're all Google applications. They're all totally free, but you will need all 3 of these to be able to open and edit work in Google Classroom, as the children will need to. So once you've downloaded those, the first thing you need to do is open your Google Class. So if you click on the icon, now mine's automatically logging me in because I've used it on my device before. Yours won't, you'll need to log in. These are the hub details that you were given in your home learning packs. They are not Gmail accounts, they are hub accounts. So it's usually your surname with your first initial and then a number at hubcymru.net. You've always got to make sure you've got that at hubcymru.net in, and then your password. If you haven't got these, please don't worry, please get in touch with your class teacher because they can really easily forward those details to you. That's not a problem at all. You may have to log in more than once at first. It's authentication, something like that, but once you've done it once or twice, it should be absolutely fine. So once you're logged in, you can see top right hand corner, mine's got a K because that's my first initial. It will have yours or your child's first initial in there. You may not have any classrooms on here because you've never logged in before. So if you haven't got any classrooms, you are going to need to join the class. So bottom right hand corner, that little add button, if you click the add, you've got an option to join or create. Click on join. And then you pop your class code in. If you haven't got it, again, don't worry, message the teacher on Seesaw, email the teacher, they've got it for you. It's just a 5 or 6 digit code. You pop in, click the join button there, top right hand side, and it'll join you into the classroom straight away. So you can see now, there's my class, DOS Sapphire. So your class will then come up on this page, and you can open it up. So if I click on DOS Sapphire, you can see it takes me straight to the stream page, which is more or less like the feed page on a Facebook or Instagram is kind of the home page, like a social media page. This is where every time something happens within the class, it goes on you. Okay, so every time I upload work, it'll come up on you. Every time somebody comments on this page, it'll come up on you. To comment on this page, click on the share with your class, and the children can write to each other on there. I man it and vet it, okay? So if there's anything on there that shouldn't be, I see it straight away. But it's kind of nice if the children want to say hi to each other, they haven't seen each other for a while, they can say hi on there. Or again, if they've got a question for me, if they're stuck on something, finding something a bit tricky, need a hand with it, pop it up on there. I can answer, or if another child has got the answer to their question, they can answer on there. So it's quite a nice thing to be able to do. The middle button at the bottom, you can see Classwork. This is probably the button that they're going to use the most. You can see these big blue headings. They are the days of the week. So they are so you can see here, this was what was put up on Monday for them. This was what was put up on Tuesday. This was today. These are never deleted, okay? So you can go right back to when the school first shut and have a nose at the work back then if you're running out of ideas. Or you can just focus on today's work, okay? So you can see here, this is today's work's Wednesday today. The work that's being put up is usually literacy, maths, well-being, topic, and then I usually throw a bonus activity in there, which is something a little bit more fun for them to do. These activities are not necessarily all online. They're not all necessarily lots of writing. Some of them are just links to websites. Some of them are links to games. Some of them are links to worksheets that they can do online, or they can do in their exercise books that they were given in their home learning packs. Obviously, there's a lot on there. No teacher is expecting all of the work to be done every day. But I think it is important for us to try and keep the learning going as much as we can. So you choose which ones that you feel are the best for your child. So if I just show you then some of these that I've put up today, the different types of things. So this one here, the first one, Wellbeing PE with Joe Wicks. Every activity has got an explanation, instructions at the top to help the children. If they're stuck with anything they don't understand, you can see it says add class comment underneath. The child can add a comment and I can see that and answer the question quite easily. I'm usually on the laptop or I've got some sort of device near me where it'll ping up to say that somebody has commented in the classroom, and I can answer those questions as quickly as possible. Then you can see here it's got the attachment. So this is a link. When I click on that link, or your child clicks on that link, that'll take them straight to the video that they need to complete that task. So you can see in this instance, because the body coach is over today, Joe Wicks P is over, it's taken me to his home page, but you can see here all of his videos are there. Taking you back to the classroom then, if the child wants to comment on how the task went, they can also comment on there. I really enjoyed this, or Miss, could you give us another one of these, or whatever they wanted to comment to me. If I go back then to the Classwork page, the next one then, you can see on the left-hand side, these icons, these blue icons differ. That's depending on whether there's a template on there or not. So you can see the Joe Wicks one, there was no template on there for them. So it's got that blue icon there with the bookmark, just to say that it's got material in. The check-in one, however, has got this more of a clipboard icon, because there is a template in there for the children to use. If I click on check-in, to open it up, you will be taken straight to the instructions page. You can see already this morning one of the children has commented to me, but you can see your instructions here top there numbered. Number 1, open the Google Slide document. Number 2, choose an emoji to show your feeling, and so on. Okay, so it should be step-by-step guidance on there for you. This is where you are going to need those other apps that I mentioned at the beginning, the Docs or the Google Slides, because to edit these documents, you need the app, okay? So to open this up, if I click on it, now it's giving me a template to copy, but at the moment I can't edit it because I'm not in the app. To get in the app, top right-hand corner, this little arrow pointing up, if I click on that, it'll open it in Slides. Now, that's logged me in automatically, as you can see down the bottom. You might have to log in again. It's your hub address again, okay? I know it's annoying, you've got to keep logging in, but once you've done it a few times, it saves it and you won't have to do it again. Now, I can change this to say how I'm feeling. So if I click on one, I can click and drag and move him over. So today I am feeling overjoyed. And there it is. And then in this box here, if I double click on there, I can say why I am overjoyed today. Once I've done it and I finish, if I click the tick button here, it saves it, okay? You may have a turn in button, a hand in button, top right down corner. If you click on that, it'll come straight to me as well, okay? Or can you see the person with the plus at the top here? That's the share button. If you want to share it with me, all you do is type my email address in. My email address is everywhere on the Google Classroom. But if you still need it, if you've forgotten it or you can't find it, please message me and I will send it to you again. So there's my address. Click return. You can see I'm there. And then that button, middle of the screen, the kind of arrow, the plane, paper plane. If you click on that, it'll share it straight to me. If I go then back to Classroom again, you can see here, this is our literacy, Giglets, this is just a link, okay? So the children might know how to get on Giglets anyway, they won't need this link, but this is just there. If they've forgotten, click on Giglets. It might ask you what you want to open it in. Personally, I open everything in Chrome, because I think a lot more works in Chrome than anything else. But that's entirely up to you. You can download Chrome on the App Store, again, totally free. But they're not all online activities. They're not all exercise book activities. They're not all video activities. There's a mixture, okay? So some of these, the maths, you know, there's a worksheet there for them. They can complete that in their exercise book offline if you want them to. Or they can complete it online if you want them to. It's totally up to you, whatever works best for you, okay? So there's maths. There's some things like cosmic yoga. It's like calming activities. So, if you feel like you want to have 5, you could pop that on. If they can do some mindfulness activities through that. And then, like I say, I usually put a bonus activity on here. There's some colourings. It's Captain Tommo's birthday, the end of this month. So this is can you make him a nice birthday card for him to send? So that's more of a nice activity, a bonus activity. Welsh, today you can see there's a language mat that I've made there. There's examples on there. And there's even a little voice recording as well for them to be able to hear the language, so they can practice it with a family member or someone in their household. So I think that's it. Your screen might look slightly different. Like I say, I'm on a teacher account. It may look slightly different. But I hope that helps. Any questions at all, please get in touch with your teacher. Or in whatever way you can, so email or Google Classroom. Because they will try their best to answer your question. If they can't, they will find out the answer to your question, okay? So, I hope you're all well, and I shall speak to you very soon.